ranks. Bum, bum, bum. Got the yellow shirt today, indeed. Red one is in the wash, so can't wear the fastest shirt. So we'll just go with the second fastest. Replace Monty with that one driver who gets out this week. Oh, man, oh man. I can't think of anything more divisive for chat than whether or not we replace Monty. For now, she's still under contract, so we're probably going to keep her around. She's still got potential. But yeah, the chat is a little bit split. A little bit split. I think mostly Buff is the biggest proponent of getting rid of Monty. I think most people want to keep Monty around. We've got a favorite. We've got something to root for now. I think I do have a blue one as well. That's true. I mean, well, it depends, right? If the red ones are faster, then longer wavelengths are faster. Should I get an infrared shirt next time? It's just a bunch of heat radiators strapped to my body. Is that how it works? I don't know. Hashtag keep Monty. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Well, okay. Let's take a bit of a look-see here. Because we're probably only going to be doing the one race today. Well, no. Certainly we're only doing one race today. So we've got some time to think about our situation. We are racing in the Ardennes, which is in Belgium. For those of you who want to click something off their bingo card right away, we have now mentioned Belgium, which is great. Okay, so last race of the season, that's fine. We're going to do the next season. Our part situation is fairly good. We went through the trouble of designing a lot of some illegal parts with high stats so that we're going to carry that knowledge forward to the next season, and we get to keep their stats over to the next season, which is going to be good. We've got a couple of buildings being made. We've got tons of money in the bank. We're going to be investing, I think, a fair bit into our chassis, although potentially some more buildings as well. Let's talk about our drivers briefly, just to keep up with things. Rhea Monty here is on contract until the end of the next season. Other than the fact that the overtaking at 14 is no longer terrible. The consistency being low is not a huge deal. The low feedback does make the practice session a little bit more annoying, but it doesn't actually matter for the quali and race day. Rhea's stats continue to get pretty good, and the other advantage is she's fairly inexpensive, and she has stupendous marketing. Her natural marketing is not quite 100. Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's 90, but that's really good for bringing in the sponsor money, which is really, really, really appealing. With Chica here, her stats are obviously phenomenal. Her marketability is not as good as we would like. She's actually got plus 15 right now because, although these are permanent stats. Hothead. Hold on. And no, Cycling Racer is not permanent, although it could, I think, upgrade to a permanent stat. So her marketability is not as good, but her stats overall are fantastic. She's fairly cheap for us to have, and we've got her for 2 more seasons. Arguably, an argument could be made to replace Rhea with someone with better overall performance stats, but I think chat would riot. The marketability, obviously, see, she's very popular, right? She's popular with sponsors. She's clearly popular with viewers, and so that counts for a heck of a lot. Let's talk about the rest of our staff here, specifically with our designer. Now, we had sort of hoped to replace the designer going into the season. And I don't think some of the negotiations didn't work out in time, and a couple of people we're looking at were hired before their contract came up. So we may still want to replace Jefton. Now, what's great about Jefton is he does have a 20 in the engine, which is phenomenal. His second high stat is in rear wing, which is a spec part for our league, so that stat is kind of wasted, and everything else is kind of poop. The other thing that's really strong with Jefton is that he does have the trait that gives him an additional part at no extra cost. The thing is, this only comes up sometimes, because this is using a slot that could also be used to improve the performance of the car. So it's only when there's a part where we don't have something that can fit in an Epic slot to improve performance, and so we just want a second one for free. This is a little bit more, I think, valuable before your headquarters or your various headquarters buildings are upgraded, because you might not have the ability to add a normal Epic part, in which case you can just use this one, because you can still use this Epic part even if you can't put a normal Epic part, and that's kind of nice. I do like the random great component kind of thing. It's kind of decent over here. So, he's actually not so bad. Like, these components are great. Stat-wise is pretty poor, other than the engine. So I think we should really look into replacing designer, possibly even before we end this season, possibly before the race, because there are a couple of designers favorited over here, that their contracts are basically due. I think Kelly here Yeah, see, his contract, he's only got a month left to his contract. And if we compare, so, I mean, he's still got, like, we can ignore the rear wing because it's a spec part and doesn't matter. So he's still got the same engine stat as Ribeiro, who we've currently got. But he's got the 20 gearbox, 20 brakes, 17 front wing. His suspension isn't fantastic, but that's the only thing that sort of falls out there. He does not have a known component that is that helpful. However, Legendary could actually pay off, because if we don't have our headquarter buildings absolutely maxed out, we can't put a normal Legendary component on there, but it would give us the ability to put this, and then, yeah, you get the max performance upgrade, which is convenient. Not stupendous, but convenient. So Kelly is a definite possibility for us. Russo still has some on his contract, so we'd have to spend $3 million to break his contract. Pretty good overall. I don't think he had... Yeah, he actually didn't have a component that I care for particularly. Kelly was decent. Whitehouse we looked at last season, actually. Her contract's still coming up again. I mean, the gearbox suspension brakes is really good. Nothing else too dramatic. Adding a random Legendary component is pretty cool, though. Jenny, I think, has some real possibilities to be hired. We've got a Hamilton over here. Lowest stat is the rear wing, which doesn't matter because it's a spec part. And it does have the additional great component slot, which is potentially... It's not a random... It's not a random part. It's you spend a good slot to unlock a great slot, which is kind of nice, but could be okay. Like, the thing is, there's a bunch of people that are very solid over here. But Jenny or Calum might be a good pick. Kelly was good too, right? Because of the max performance. Seems like a battle between Jenny and Kelly. I think I kind of leaning that way. I think I do kind of like that. So, Frederick Kelly and Jenny Whitehouse. The random Legendary component is really good. So, I guess we could sort of add up the stats. So there's 1, 7, so that's 8, and another 6. There's 14 points missing from Max over here. And if we look at Kelly, see, Kelly only has 10 points missing from Max as opposed to 14. It's pretty similar, though. It's pretty similar. We could just throw an offer at both of them and get an idea as to what things are. Dark Beholder thinks Jenny Whitehouse is a better pick. I wasn't counting the numbers of the spec parts. It's moot because they both have a 20 in the spec part, which is rear wing, so it doesn't matter. I mean, there's no reason that we can't go and approach both. Maybe it'll turn out... Maybe it'll turn out they're not interested. Alright! Guys, you know what? I don't think Kelly's a good fit for us. I don't think Frederick Kelly, you know what, just doesn't work in the sort of office atmosphere we've got going on. I know it's a tough decision, but I'm gonna send an offer to Jenny Whitehouse instead of Frederick Kelly. How about that? Jenny swept right, yeah. All right, let's start negotiations over here. So she does want a medium contract. See, this is going to be kind of annoying because the medium contract's only going to be for 1 season, and that is kind of awkward. Whereas if we literally waited until January, then the medium contract would be 2 seasons, because there might be a bonus and things like that. But she might also get recruited. We could wait. We could wait until January 1st when the contracts are up. Hope that she didn't actually get picked up, and then do that. And she's got no patience either, so negotiation's going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, greed, well, yeah, greed and waiting for us to do it, it will be, did sort of screw us last time. Yeah, she has no patience. Signing on fee. Bonus size is important. And what we'll do here is just do this. I think that's the thing that happened with her last time. I think we tried to get her, and it fell short because she has no patience for negotiating. And we waited, and I think someone else we negotiated with didn't work. I'm going to bring it down 3 notches from the top. 3. Wages are important to me. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go 3 notches down from the top on both the wages and the sign-on fee. And everything else, we're giving her exactly what she wants. You actually sign on. So if we wait until January 1st, then the short contract will be the end of 2024. This one will be end of 2025, 2026. Well, I'm offering this one because this is what she'd prefer. I mean, she's not going to be mad if we do this. Maybe it's worth just doing this because everything else is probably okay. One down. I think they often will do 2, maybe 3. It depends on a few other things. I suppose with the sign-on fee, I could go 2 down. And maybe 3 down for the this. We'll see. And it's true. At this point, this money's not that much. I'm going to go up 1 on the bonus. So I'm down 2 from the max on bonus, down 3 from the max on the terms. Hopefully she doesn't just GG out. Look here, it says, yeah, what's funny, though, is we literally can't afford to pay her the same amount that she's getting paid now. But that thing is, I don't think that's what they care about. Tell you what, we'll go 2 notches down over here. It is kind of funny. All right, done, sent. Now, we should also talk about our mechanics. The thing is, our mechanics aren't too bad. If we look at Lucas over here, I mean, he's only 6 shy from being maxed out completely. We do like the engine expert. It's quite cool. If we look at Alex, it's a little bit worse. He is 9 shy of being maxed out, although again, he's got some pretty good traits going on. They're both on for the end of the next season. It is just worth noting, though, there are some pretty stupendous mechanics that might be available. For example, Roger Dunbar over here, he does have 20s in literally everything. It would cost us $2 million to break his contract. Is he even willing to talk to us? Not currently, so maybe it's a bit of a moot point. The second person in the favored list for the race mechanics is pretty good, too. Yeah, Jeffrey Balaker, 20 through everything. Would be interested in having a chat, which is interesting. Maybe, okay, since I'm actually kind of happy with our mechanics, maybe we'll just wait to see. We'll check on January 1st to see if any of these guys didn't get their contracts renewed, and maybe we'll look into it at that point. But our mechanics are actually pretty solid. It's our designer. We're really hoping to bring him from the next level. Stealing from Zoe Sharp, that would be funny to break their relationship. That is pretty good. The age doesn't matter as much for the mechanics. Like the drivers, they tend to retire in their mid to late 30s. But the mechanics and designers, I don't know if they have the same sort of thing. So we'll wait until January 1st from that. But I really do want to try to see if we can upgrade our designer, if at all possible. In terms of the car, before we advance a little bit more time, we're trying to get a few more performance points in the parts that we're going to be carrying forward to the next season. Pit crew has been rotated as much as possible. Again, we had that thing where the contracts expired. I went through, actually, just before the stream, and I renewed all the contracts on everyone. It's so stupid. Renewing a contract on mechanics costs nothing. Why? And firing them costs nothing. There literally should not be a contract length on mechanics. Because the game doesn't remind you when their contracts are running out. There's no reason not to renew them whenever you want, because you can fire them whenever you want. So it's really, really, really dumb. There are some pit crews potentially hireable over here, but there's nothing terribly exciting. We may want someone with a good fixing skill for the start of the next season, because fixing is going to be a thing. So I was slightly tempted to maybe pick this one up. They should end up with a 19 rear jack, which means they could work there. Like, they don't have stupendous stamina. And the refueling doesn't matter, and everything else sucks. It would be nice to have a little bit of fixing for the next season. We do have some of their tire people, really, and jack people, but we do have some 20 fixing, so I think we're going to be okay. So we'll probably just not bother hiring now, because they're not impressive otherwise. And yeah, we've got Sopor over here, who I did pick up because they actually have decent stamina. Yeah, 91 stamina and the 20 repair. I'm like, all right, I'll keep you around for that. Plus an 18 tire is not terrible. We can use a bit of a backup for a little bit. So we'll do that. You can use it for one race and fires us. Yeah, it does cost 20 grand to hire them up front. Or 200 grand rather. Although to a certain extent, that's kind of pocket change for us. So I don't know. But we can just hire someone for, next. We'll get some new pit crew for the next season anyway. That'll show up, so that's going to be okay. Anyway, so the crew's been rotated as much as is kind of convenient over here. Nothing to do for our car. I think we can just go to the race at this point. Our sponsors are there. Yeah. The burnt out crew is just the people that were auto-generated for us. And again, there's no reason to, fire them now. It's not like we're short on space. So I was like, whatever, I'll just keep them for now in case, whatever. All right. So this is our last chance. Okay, she is unhappy about the cost per race. She's neutral about the sign-on fee. So we might just go max. I mean, we'll offer her max. And the sign-on fee, I guess, doesn't matter. It's another, like, 130 grand over here. We'll bring it up one more notch. We'll max out the thing. I mean, we could still say no if we change our mind. Two sponsors are going to end. Okay. We are... Hey! There we go. Chica's got the cycling champion now. So she's made her cycling trait permanent, which is really good, because Balky's marketability isn't that high. So locking in that marketability is going to be really nice. I'm going to save in case there's a crash going into the race or something like that. I don't want to lose that development. That is fantastic. All right. What's the stat? Oh, that's just because of the offer. Okay. So we're off to the Ardennes. It is going to be cool. 7 degrees only. These medium tires might have a hard time maintaining temperature, which means we'll probably want to push them a little bit to do that. Fuel burn is on the higher thing. Tire wear is lower. Engine is crucial, which means we'd have a hard time redlining the engine the entire time, unless we use our mechanic traits to offset that. However, with the higher fuel burn over this race, we may not want to redline the engine the entire time anyway. We could probably orange it the whole time or something like that. 27 laps, yes, thank you very much. Fizz, we're going to lock that into our brains over here. We'll take special effect, because 7th or above is doable, although, you know, still, you can see, like, the last few results. We had an amazing time in Sydney. This was in the rain. We won a first place out of freaking nowhere. But yeah, 11th and 12th is a little bit more typical for us. It would be great for us if we do get into the points, but it doesn't make much of a difference at this point in the race. Oh, this is the place where the pit stop cuts off corners. Yeah, cut off pit. Exactly, Buff. So... Pit stops are cheaper on this race. With the temperatures being cool, softer tires will have an easier time maintaining temperatures than the hard ones. This might be a race where we do, like, a bunch of stints on super softs. Maybe I'll bring a second soft, and then it's going to be a ton of super softs. We're going to try not to burn through all of them in quali and everything like that. It's fairly long, but... These corners, like, it's a big corner, a little chicane, another corner. These cars are not going very fast along this part. So, even though the pit lane is a little bit long, the effective time loss isn't quite as much as it might seem otherwise. We don't have to make any changes to our parts. We're going to be okay. I just realized this track is Spa. I mean, that's pretty much the idea, right? Thing to look for is pit length to track length ratio. Yeah. Because if it's a very short track, even a moderate pit lane will represent a lot lost on a single lap. Although the other thing to consider is how many stops you're going to be making. Because if it's a long pit lane, but you can only get by with just making a single stop, then it's not terribly relevant. For legal reasons, definitely not Spa. That's right, yeah. Make the tires out of Play-Doh and swap them every other lap. All right. Drivers in the cars. So 27 laps. What do the tire counts look like? It's nearly a one-stopper on super softs. Now, that's not going to happen because the cliff on super softs is rough. It's going to be a two-stop. Well, we could one-stop. We could do a soft plus a super soft for a single stop. Or we can do... So we can do 3 cents, super, 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 or we can do super soft. Wow. Well, we're going to practice on super softs because we'll want the knowledge for quali if nothing else. And here's the thing. Then we practice one set of super softs. We use a couple for quali. That leaves a 3 for race day, which isn't bad. We could split strats as well, which might be a wonderful thing. Since we did confirm that we actually can't actually do the double stack. It's the pit times are so small that likely double stacking is not an issue. But yeah, wow. Whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Revenant! 18! Thank you! Happy 6-year sub-anniversary. Here's to 6 more. Thanks for all the content of the years. Thank you very much, last Revenant. And yes, I didn't do the resub reads. I will have to do that in a mo. Let's bring you up. I guess the downforce, we can bring you a little more, so you're at least in the range. Now, if we went and brought you something like that, and something like that, how does it compare to the other car? Okay, they definitely want a high speed balance. In fact, it's probably going to need to be higher than this. Handling, we don't know where, although it looks like it's likely going to be not... It's going to be a little bit more understeer than this, because it'll be somewhere from the halfway mark to the left, but we don't know where for both. Downforce is high, speed balance is there. Just sort of bring you into the zone, and something like this. We're not going to practice on the mediums. That would be dumb. Yeah, I guess with the 3 stops, we get more battery charge. I think that's kind of what I want to do. I think, but I think honestly with both, I think I would like to do super, super, super. I think I would like to do super, super, super. Yeah. Charge the ERS to 100%, then fuel less on one car. Maybe, I don't know. Still feels a little bit awkward, but maybe. Nothing like a 0 stop on mediums. I mean, the last race we did do a 0 stop, didn't we? Pretty sure we did a 0 stopper last race. It was interesting, but we're not going to do that this time. So we're going to work on race trim first, because that's the one that's most important to get. And bring in. We had 2-stopper, bulky 3-stopper. And yeah, we can definitely split that. If anyone wants to do more stops, it's going to be bulky, because bulky's got the better overtake. And for fewer stops with Monty could allow, that way you're doing overtakes of people who are just pit stopping, you know? Ooh, excellent. This is the last race for the season, yeah. Excellent at the downforce right away. Handling is only good, so we'll go there. And the gear ratio is way off. Actually be a little bit annoying to find there, because we've only got so many levers to pull. Well, we can rebalance a few other things with the downforce to try to squeeze more, more top speed. So we're great with the downforce. I don't think we have to go very far. Handling is poor. We're going to stiffen it up. Speed balance is okay. Poor, we actually need to go quite far with the handling. Alright, let's see what that does. Yeah, I don't know why. The AI wanted to put one of my drivers on medium as well for practice. They might be going for a 0-stop run. Is the medium actually long enough to not stop at all? I didn't actually look at the numbers. Did we just triple purple already? Okay, no, you can't one-stop. It would be medium into a super soft or something. But I think we can do a soft into super. It's a little tight, actually. It's 27 laps. So if it's 16 plus the 12, that's 28. It would be tight. It's a lot looser-goosier with medium. I guess the only issue is if it's possible that, because it's going to be quite cold, if we're on yellow tire balance, it's possible that soft won't be able to make it to the end. Like, we might not be able to get quite far enough, because we actually might have to push the tires for temperature. Hey, we got a 99% on the second go right away. That's insane. I think I like the super, super, super idea. Especially since it will let us push the engine a little bit more. Since the tire, the fuel burn is a little higher, getting the extra free ERS charge is nice. Oh my god, we're damn close on bulky, too. 97%. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... tag you this way. Well, actually, I don't have to really mess with the downforce right now. Yeah, I should just find the handling first and then fix it. Okay, well, we'll see what this does. See if it hits excellent. Go back out. So we don't have to bring Monty in. Bring you in over here. Oh, good. Okay, so we found the excellent handling. Now we just need to fix the speed balance again. So we need a tiny bit less, or more acceleration. So what we want is we want more rear wing. And then what we want to do is pull back on the front wing angle here. And, ooh, that's overshot. Oop, that's the wrong button. Hold up. Let me reset this. So we want a little more downforce. There we go. That is probably going to be great. So, go ahead and do a bunch of racing stints. We're going to go ahead and increase your engine mode. Oh yeah, see, even on the super softs, the temperature's going down while we're on yellow. So we know during the race, and I got to move my head. That's not my head. During the race, we are going to have to push on our tires to keep up the temperature, which means we won't get the duration as expected. So we won't get what's advertised. Yeah, I think Super times 3 is good, because I think we had a little bit of extra percentage with that. We'll bring it in and see what the numbers look like. But yeah, I agree that Super times 3 looks good. You're going to be to come in on your next lap. And next lap, I think. Yes, definitely. We can start doing some quality stints. Yeah, because like 12 3 times is 36. With the softest tire compound, we don't actually want to stay in the lowest performance band, so we might be looking at something like 10. Well, in fact, what we're looking at is 9 laps. 9 laps per super soft, which means we can push more aggressively. And I think I really like that. I really think that's going to work out nicely. We'll stay on these used tires. We'll switch over to quality stints. I mean, I guess we could change tires for other knowledge, but 98%. All right, well, we'll call that good enough. Quali and go. Yeah, exactly. 3 times 9 is 27. Yep. Now, I mean, we could probably cut off 1 pit stop, maybe. But it was gonna. The thing is, a soft into super was really awkward. It was like it was gonna be too short, especially if we're gonna be, as it turns out, forced to push the tires. Soft into super is not going to work. We're not going to have enough. Medium to super would work. We could soft, which I guess would probably be fine. But I think I like it, and especially we'll be able to redline the engine, so that's going to be groovy. All right, just get me some quality trim here. I guess you'll have some fuel to spare, so we'll go ahead and do this. To be super careful in qualification. Yeah, well, we have to make sure we don't burn through 3 sets of tires. We have to leave 3. And that's okay. We're going to be doing it manually, so it should be all right. There may be some double stacking. Again, because the tire changes are so fast, it's less of a problem. If they qualify right behind each other, it could be awkward. But, you know, if there's a gap between the drivers at all, it should be fine. And the thing is, if they are back-to-back, we can just offset them. We can do 9, like, one person can do 9 laps the first one, and the other person can do 10, and then it could be offset that way, or in some way. I think that will be okay, if it turns out the double stack is awkward. All right, qualifying time. So, the super softs, and then we'll do the quality trim here. For Rio, we'll go super softs and then sweeter spots. Car setup, we're okay with. We're going to go in some fresh super softs. All good. Okay, qualifying. Anyone remember an F1 board game where the movement dice were based on years? You're talking about Formula D. Formula D, the letter D. Formula D is a fantastic racing board game where each gear you have is a different die of a different size. It's really fun. And I love that game, and it was stolen. It was, someone broke into my van 2 years ago now, and took some board games out of the back. There was literally nothing else in there to be stolen. They took that, they took my King of Tokyo. I think there may have been one more board game, I don't know. I'm really sad, because Formula D, fantastic board game. All right, so for quali, I think we'll go ahead and do 2 stints. I'll wait a little bit, not too long. We'll get a little bit of tire wear in, but we want to make sure we can do the second lap while there's maximum tire wear or rubber on the track. Okay. So let's hope the bigger sweet spot actually pays off for Monty here. There's no guarantee she's actually going to do good with it. Oh my god, what a surprise. Lavoie setting fastest laps. Okay, the tire temp's going to be good. Alright, great. Perfect, great. And perfect. Look at this. Balky's actually going to have a better quali run optimization. Although, Balky's kind of behind someone. Hopefully she doesn't get held up by... Who's this? Sharp. Well, no. Zoe Sharp should go faster. Assuming she's on a hot lap. No, she's on an in lap. So she's definitely not going as quickly. And that might slow down Balky here in the chicane. Because I don't know if the cars, like, let each other by properly. There should be blue flags going on here. I don't know. Balky might have gotten slowed down. Yeah, 14th and 17th. That was really not ideal. That is true. Alright, we can wait a tiny scooch before we send that again. Alright. Well, right now, Balky might make a Q2. Oh, no, it's dropped down to 15th. Perfect, good. Perfect, good. Alright. Let's hope let's hope Monty improves her run. Balky as well, maybe. She might be fine. Make Q2. Monty only 18th. Well, that was unfortunate. Balky, how you doing? Looks like she is going to improve her time. Actually, improves her position as well. So Balky going to go to Q2. What we're going to do is we're going to do a single run in Q2 with some worn tires. And just hope we don't come in 15th, but we don't want to come in top 10 either, because that would be quite poor for us, probably. Johnny, I'm just slow with the YouTube uploads on these. They'll be getting on YouTube soon. Remember, you can always check the VODs here on Twitch as well. Alright. So, well, we're not going to send you out right away. We're going to do a single run on some worn tires once we get maximum tire grip. The ideal here is to come in 11th. That's the ideal. Worst would probably be 10th. I mean, we could use soft. Oh, that's true. We could just go and do a stint on softs, and if we happen to make that our best stint, then it's actually not so bad for race day. You want Creo 3 for your bingo? Well, it could happen. Alright, it's time for us to go. I'll go on a set of used softs. Or supers, rather. Alright, Balky. It's all you, cousin. How you doing? Good, perfect. Oh, actually perfect on the brakes, not the tires. That's interesting. '14th overall. That's fine. We're totally okay with that. Would have liked a little higher up, but that's going to be fine. So we got 3 fresh supers for race day, which is exactly what we're looking for. Hopefully we can end up in points. Hopefully we can hit a sponsor objective. That would be nice. Don't really expect it. Our car is still terrible compared to the rest of the field. Next year, our car should be a lot better. We're carrying forward, because we started with default parts here, basically. Because we didn't, it was our first season in the league. But now we've improved a lot of parts from what we had, and we'll be able to invest some more points into certain chassis things. And our priority will be the engine part, because that will carry over performance to the next season. And I mean, we're still expecting kind of a mid-table finish overall in our second season in this top thing. Maybe we can squeeze into top 3. It's not going to be the win yet. It's basically impossible. The performance number from the chassis carries forward. Nothing else does. All right, it's race day here in the Ardennes. 7th or above would net us a bit of a bonus. So, super soft race trim, I think we're going to do that on both. Now, this is a crucial engine race, which means not running the nurse and engine expert does mean we can't run red engine mode the whole time, but the fuel burn is high anyway, so I think that wasn't really going to be in the cards. We're going to start on some super softs, that's exactly what we're looking for. We are going to start with our engine modes in the red, but we'll have to pull back. Probably not too long, because we're worried, we need to make sure that the engine doesn't fall apart. So we'll do, you know, maybe we might just do like 3 laps or something with the red engine mode. I don't know. We do have to push these tires to maintain temp, and we only need them to last for 9 laps. So I'm going to put them on orange, especially since we are starting with a formation lap, which means our tires are going to start at only 25% temperature. So we do need to push them right away to increase the temp up. It's possible the first stint will be the shortest, just on the basis that we've got to push to maintain temperature the entire way through. It could be something like a 9 lap stint. We might do like 9, 8, and then we'll have to do a 10 or something like that. We will see. And of course, if there's a safety car, all the math might get thrown out the window, and wouldn't that be exciting? Anyway, I'm good to start. I should have hired a German for this race. I hear they're very good in that part of the world. Yeah, they just rip through the Ardennes like that, huh? I gotta say, they're starting on some pretty good supers. Well, not everyone. Not everyone. Look at this. Foresight's got like 80% of the super soft here, which is pretty sick. Same thing with Partanen. But then we've got some that are a little bit rougher. All right. Why is it highlighting 13th and 15th? I'm like, that's not us. We're 14th and 18th to start. How's the temp today? It's cold. 7 degrees. And a mix of sun and cloud all day. That's why we're going to have to do a wee bit of tire pushing just to maintain tire temp. It'll be interesting to see how the AI deals with it. Especially these guys who are starting on like the really hard tires. They're going to have to push pretty regularly to keep the temperature up. Alright. We are coming along. We're on the pit straight now. And the race will begin as soon as the car up front, which is, of course, Lavoie, God-tier driver. She will begin the race now. There we go. So yeah, we're going to use a fairly aggressive mode. It's interesting. They're currently on, like, blue tire mode over here. I think they would like this for the duration of the race, like, you know, but they're not going to be able to maintain that just because the tire temperatures are not going to be there. So 14th and 18th. Position is still static currently. A lot of people do start with 100% ERS charge, and they'll probably be hitting those buttons for some overtakes, which we don't have that ability to do at this time. Our advantage is just hoping higher average. Monty! Making up some place, in fact, trying to maybe go around the outside of Balky, but no, Balky's up in 13th. Monty, right, who are we passing over here? Well, that's Lee holding things up on those medium tires. Balky making up another place, passing Ribeiro. Eat my dust, Esteban! Yeah! And actually, really up against Fondy here. Fondy on a slightly harder tire. And that's the thing, we're starting on some very aggressive tires in the back over here. So 12th and 17th overall, Monty unfortunately losing some of the places that she had gained early on. Hopefully she can get back up there, but Balky, go! Alright, 13th. Did re-lose the place to Rib here. Still following closely, trying to go the outside through the chicane, and then the next corner, no. But, it looks like, was that Fondy? Lost a little bit of pace. Rib's trying to make a bit of a move, which might be a little bit hard for Balky to get through here now. It's almost a wall of cars ahead of her. Monty back in 15th. Whoa! Bit of a clustering that happened there. A couple of overtake attempts that landed with Balky sort of stopping that. There is some ERS going on there. Who's that in 14th? Wig. Wig, are you going to be able to use your ERS to get by? Maybe not. Might have blown through a charge there. Monty dropped to 18th. Back up to 17th, maybe. Still fighting for her life. Balky losing a little bit of position there, but no, maybe regaining through that corner. Holding on to 14th for everything she's worth. 13th. Around the outside of this corner. Was 12th for a second. Back to 13th, but now we're on the inside. Who's this? 12 is Flores. We're now officially ahead of Flores. Yes, properly ahead. Monty's still stuck in 17th, but Balky back up in the 12th and looking pretty good. Becker killing the times right now. Impressive. Balky also caught up to Fondy, who's using ERS and everything like that. But again, we've got these soft tires. We're pushing these engine modes. We are a little bit concerned about, we need to make sure that we don't overdo it on the red engine mode with both the fuel on this track as well as the engine condition. Bunch of cars lined up almost on tracks. Yes, it's almost like the cars are forming a train. for your bingo card needs. Alright. The action is slowing down a wee bit. Well, I'm going to say Monty's still really in a big pack here. Trying to squeeze through. Oh, nope. The Urs pass there. Back down to 16th. Kind of a hard position to be in. Looking for a PB personal best lap here. So is Balky, actually. Yeah, triple green. Balky did a personal best lap, and so did Monty, actually. Which, of course, the cars are getting lighter because they're burning through a little bit more fuel. Tire temps are raising, but not too much. I'm going to drop down to high engine mode, and ideally we'd like to continue high engine mode for the entire race. We may not be able to the whole way, we'll see. Monty's 97% on our tire engine condition still, which is nice. But we did get to drop to 89% with Balky. So we'll keep an eye on that. 4 laps have been completed. We're hoping that we can do 9 laps on this first set of tires. Well, 4 laps haven't been completed, actually. We're on a 4th lap. 3 laps have been completed. We burned through 33% of our tire. We've burned through about half of what we want to do, maybe a little less than half. I think we'll be okay for our 9, but we will be spending some time in the bottom performance window, which we might not like. I'm actually wondering if it might be better dropping down to neutral driving style for our tires here. I mean, it's nice if we can push the tires a little bit more, but we really do want to avoid that lowest performance band. The softest tire compound, when you get to that bottom performance band, which is what happens when you hear the drivers complain about their tires, that's when it happens there, your softest tire compound takes a big performance hit there. So we really want to avoid that. Rhea, all right, 14th, bit of back and forth, not too bad. I don't know, any pit stops yet? Nothing. Oh, no, that's not true. DeGraff has pitted and is currently way behind. You're behind Fondy. Well, I'm sorry. Well, maybe, no, not quite. I mean, you were behind even when I had this on a more aggressive mode, so let's just sit out or chill out for now. Avoid toying with her food. How quaint. It is interesting. She's definitely not doing quite as well. It might be a form thing. Speaking of form, our drivers are pretty low. 3.2 and 4.3 form is really not terribly impressive. All right, up into 8th, some people are boxing. 8th and 11th. Ooh, actually had to use an Urs boost from Fondy. Right up behind. Oh, an overtake by Monty up into 10th. How far are you behind Ruiz? Less than a second behind Ruiz. Interesting to see if Monty just keeps chunking her way up here. Let's go ahead and burn our hybrid mode now. These pit stops aren't too far away. Not too far. Temperatures are dropping like a rock on these tires, though. We're going to have to manage that and be ready to put it back up to orange. Yeah, Hamilton's probably hitting his cliff now on the super soft. So super soft cliff is at 15%. We definitely don't want to hit that. More boxing, that's Hamilton. So we're now in 7th and 9th. Still close behind Fondy. Actually, Monty's close behind here too on Ruiz. Tire wear is about the same. We're still in a softer compound. That advantage is going to start going away once Monty gets past the next phase here. We might be able to. Let's see if we can give Monty a bit of a chance to do an overtake. It's quite close. 5.4. And does Ruiz have a big Urs? Ruiz does. They can probably use that defensively. Actually, they're Ursing now. So let's go ahead and just drop this back now because we're not going to overtake while they're in power mode. That's going to be okay. Hey, Gladys. KSP. Can't wait for KSP 2, because I'm craving KSP, but I don't really feel like playing the original right now. Still feel like we've mostly done everything. Not too far. On the cusp. Move it a scooch. Surprised cusp isn't actually one of the bingo words. I don't think it is. Alright, so we're now at lap number 8. We want to complete lap number 9. I think we're going to be fine here. We can go back to pushing these tires. We're going to be A-okay. We've got positive fuel delta, which is nice to see. That's even without an Urs boost. I think, assuming the engine can handle it, we are going to be redlining the engine some more by the end of the race. So really, ideally what we want to do is we want to use the red engine mode as early as possible to burn heavy fuel as early as possible. But because it is a crucial engine race, we want to keep a close eye on the condition. And it can drop on the orange as well. I don't know if there's a release date for KSP2. I don't remember. It may have been gotten pushed back. Okay, so that's lap 8 completed. So now with lap 9, that is our scheduled time for coming in. Tell you what, let's double red both of them. They can definitely do this, and well, there's not an overtake available, but maybe it'll help with the pitting time. So the idea here is we're going to box for the supers. Since we're not redlining the engine the whole time, I'm just going to do the 25% boost. Because we're going to end up with extra fuel potentially. They are far enough apart for a double stack. Oh, there's a chance here. So if we do a 20% risk is pretty high. There's a chance we end up slightly better ahead. But you know what? If it's that close, I'm betting just pushing on double red might be enough to get us there. We'll go ahead and do a balanced. And yeah, with 50%, we do have enough for turbo. It's true. We'll just do balanced on these. Alright. I mean, we still had some tire, but there's no reason. If we're going to be boxing twice, there's no reason not to do this now. So I feel like we don't have to spend any time on our yellow tire mode at all with this stint length. Orange the entire way through seems to be just fine. I might be complaining about hitting the lowest tire performance band here in a second. We don't know exactly where the number will be. So you're going to come out on double orange. And the same thing will be true with Monty, coming out on double orange. Clean stop. Good. Perfect. Perfect double stack. And yeah, this is really slow. It is a long pit lane. Bonnie has mechanical issues? Lovely. And yeah, so we can potentially use some power mode. And also, we can red engine, like we can red engine to our heart's content from a fuel point of view, but look at this, see, already down to 81%. Alright, Valky 1.2 seconds. Okay, Monty's got nowhere near her, so mostly we're just watching Valky, seeing if she gets closer and we might be able to make some maneuvers. One second behind Cujo. 0.9, 0.6. Now he's ersing there, but there's some overtake. You know what? Let's join the overtake party as well. Might be hard with the wall of cars, but... Get in there, Balky. And maybe I should have saved the ERS for the straightaway. There we go. Excellent. Let's bring the tire mode down. And then the engine mode down. Ruby! Alright, Monty still has no one near her. She's only 2.5 form. Valky's getting a little bit better. Micro ERS charge here. Just to counter that from Van Cloysen. We might not be able to hold it, but that's going to have to be the way it's going to have to be. I've seen cars absolutely slam into each other in this game. Yeah, they do that a lot, where they're like racing and then they come up right behind someone and they just have to slam on the brakes. We might get double ERS'd here. Oh no, okay. Still ahead of Cujo. There's Sanish behind. We'll let just the charge build up. We'll stay on this mode here. Valky might be able to do an overtake. Valky does have good overtaking. Most of the biggest problem will be maybe, you know, the car strength. But we've got fresher tires and softer tires, faster tires. Oh, hello. Alright, some people did box. 14th and 16th overall. The other ERS modes have so much charge on for me, yeah. So I think next season what we'll do... This hybrid stuff was fun. Like, the flywheel and working the hybrid mode was excellent fun. But we are... Let me go ahead and do this. We are going to go to... Tell you what, let's just go the opposite end. Let's go to supercapacitor. Right? For the next one. So we've got, like, the slowest charging one. We'll go to the fastest charging one. And then maybe we'll try battery for the Season 3 and see how that goes. But yeah, let's do the supercapacitor for the next one, which I will keep calling a supercharger. Even though that's a different car part. Yeah. And then we'll have to experiment the whole gamut. How come Monty didn't get the power boost? Well, that's true. The problem is right now, Monty doesn't have anyone to pass. She's also slightly less fuel efficient than Balky. So I didn't want this to cap, but now that we've spent some of the charge, I'll probably just go back to charging mode for now, and we'll wait until she's in a tight position and use the boost to try to get past. The tire temps are getting a little high. Let's drop back down to neutral here. Maybe on both. Oh, nice overtake there. Actually, hold on. Complete the overtake. Get another power boost. And it's not a straight, so it's not as helpful, but this is like a key moment. A little bit of smack in the back. Balky just cruising by. Becker's got pretty worn mediums at this point, so our lap time is pretty good. I mean, really, we should be cornering faster, but that's not how this game simulates things. What it does is it figures out, like, it's got the optimal lap time, and then it decreases the lap time based on various tires. So even though we really should only be faster, you know, through corners and things, and then accelerating faster out of a corner, sure, but it just looks like we've got a higher top speed on the straights, which isn't exactly what's going on. Man, Monty is still, like, she's in 16th place. There's still no one anywhere near her. There's someone coming up now. What I'll do, I think, as we come on the straight, is I'll go ahead and burn in power mode here. There was someone coming up from behind. Okay, go back in the charge here. Balky looking good. So yeah, we'll probably just keep them on yellow tire now. We're not worried about the temperature. Weather, no changes. Everything is as expected. So we're working on a 16th lap. So when we are working on our 18th lap, then we can give the pit command, and then we'll be perfectly aligned where we want. Wake is pitting. So 11th and 15th. Not bad. We'd like to end up in the points, just to say. And we're not expecting really anything spectacular over here, and we don't need anything spectacular. We are pretty much locked in where we're going to be for this year's competition. Unless something truly crazy happens, we're not going to go up or down in the standings. It's mathematically possible, but just generally unlikely. Alright, starting the 17th lap. Sheikah with an well, that's a pit overtake. So 10th and 14th. I think we can go back to push here. We'll have enough tire left over. How's your engine condition? Not bad, actually. 68%, 58%. Monty will throw you an overtake for a little bit. Yeah, so in reality, the charge is often applied for acceleration. In here, it just modifies your overall lap time, and it seems like you get better value of it on the straights, mostly because it's easier to overtake people on the straights as well. So it's a little bit weird. I was using the charge like coming out of corners, and it looks like it actually gives us the best performance if we actually use it, like, well, sort of coming out of the corner, but mostly just on the straight, generally speaking. All right, a bit of overtaking. We'll go ahead and burn the hybrid now, because we're going to be boxing them. Yeah. So you're going to be coming to pit for your final tire. It says 10 laps remaining, but really it's going to be 9 laps remaining. Hold on. No, yeah. Because we're going to complete lap 18, and then there'll be 9 laps left to go. Yes, because you'll be starting lap 19 at that point. We'll do a double charge. Safety car now would not be bad, that is true. And we're going to be fine for a double stack. We're going to come in at the end of the, certainly at the end of the train here. But everyone else is going to have to pit again as well, so. Becker's going to be the only one who one-stops. The game lagged there for a second. I paused it after. The game was laggy. I thought, is the game crashing? Is there some weird event triggering? What's the deal? Sucks. Balky looks like she's being held up here, which is very frustrating. Balky out just in time. Perfect. Very nice. Oh, I want to change the mode again. That's weird. Because, I was going to say, we're going to come out really tight. Get this UI out of my face! I mean, it might not have mattered, but I actually wanted to throw the red engine mode on for a sec here. Wonder if it's worth Erzing right now. Let's do it. And overtake mode. See if we can do a quick overtake. Wigs on mediums. So actually, we're going to pass them regardless. So the sooner we can get by and not be held up, the better. Although, they just use their Urs defensively. And Monty's just way back in 20th with Noah around. Oh, wait, come on. Come on. Can't get stuck behind someone on partially worn mediums for very long, Balky. You gotta overtake him now. Oh, come on. Oh my god, sandwich. 3 wide. That's okay. We get past. Oh my god, Balky, that was a hell of a move. Let me actually just power mode a little bit here to try to stay ahead through the chicane. Alright, good. Gonna have to keep an eye on the engine condition. Just gonna wait until... I was hoping we'd be able to defend from the Urs boost, but no. I'll go ahead and just hybrid UNet right now. 16th, 19th. Okay, can we end in the points? Well, the 2 people ahead of us have already pitted twice. Although it's interesting that Flores, Piaget, and Van Cluysen have exactly the same soft tire condition, despite a slight difference in how often they've pitted. Just on slightly different strats. Still above 50%. We're down to 48, but we're only in orange. Hopefully we'll make it to the end that way. Fingers crossed. Of course, we're going to have to do some hybrid mode over here for Balky. I think she's still looking fine, fuel-wise. I could yellow her fuel for a little bit. Safety car? Partanen just crashed. Theo, you cursed her. Theo said, I think Partanen has this. We're staying out. It's not like we have a fresh set of supers. We're hoping that a ton of people box now and we get a huge position gain. Like, it would have been better if it had been a safety car before we had to switch tires. There's no reason for us to pit now. Well, these tires are going to get cold real fast. I'm actually thinking the blue, we might lose too much tire temp too fast. Let's go conserve instead. We probably will still have to do a little orange to maintain it. I guess we can go back to charge mode over here. Yeah, I think unless tons of people box and we get huge position gain, I think this is a really bad safety car for us. But there's not really much we can do about it. Now, it might mean some people who were going to pit aren't going to pit. And we're not going to... Yeah, and that is going to suck for us. Because they get to save their tires a little bit. Damn. Yeah, I think that turned out really badly for us. What didn't pit? That'll be interesting. Technically, Partanen's still in the track. Yeah, definitely in the runoff area. Okay, now in the safety car. Okay, we can go to yellow for now. The temperature will drop, but it'll probably still be okay. Just trying to avoid hitting the 0% on the temperature. Okay, you're in the garage. I think the race restarts when first place crosses the... Oop, starting now. When does it restart? The pit entrance? There must be a safety car line over here that's not actually visible. That's when it started. People doing their ERS boosts. Overtake, push. Overtake, push. Well, actually, we might be able to just... Well, we'll attack for now. We might not be able to attack literally the entire race. We'll see. We have positive fuel delta. Yeah, it's not when the first crosses the start-finish line, because it started now. They're going for it now. I think it's when the safety car disappears. Maybe you're not allowed... the thing is, in real life, they wouldn't be allowed to overtake. I don't know if that still applies here. Because, yeah, once the safety car is in the pit lane, first place becomes the de facto safety car. Monty actually making a move on Balky! Monty with the steal after the safety car restart. Oh my, that's going to cause some drama. No, Balky takes it back in before we crash into each other, which is exactly what would happen at this point in the race. With so many people swapping positions back and forth, Monty does not want to give up her chance to go up the rankings, but looks like Balky has held it for now. We don't have a lot of stuff left. We might be able to just keep burning it in the red. Fuel might be a little bit of a problem. Not as much for Monty, though. She's got the better engine. Okay. Oh, no. Monty's lost another one. She took a bad corner there. Lost position to Maritson. Maritson! No, Balky back. Balky, Monty. Back ahead of Maritson, which I think is a bingo square. Monty making a move on the outside and then comes out ahead through the chicane, but no, Balky holds it through the next corner. What the hell? I mean, at this point, the season is over. There's nothing really to do, so you may as well, like, leave nothing on the table. These two are gonna kill each other. I love it. Oh my god, Balky back ahead for a second. Through the chicane. Okay. Balky's got the position again. But Monty still has the engine mode. She's been given the go-ahead from the pit wall to run her engine more aggressively. Balky's, like, upset about it. She's on the team radio. Like, give me more, give me more. I'm like, we can't. You don't have the fuel. You don't have the engine quality. 41%, 45%. The engines are pretty close, but fuel situation a little ahead for Monty. I think we're going to have to pull Monty back to high mode at this point. Well, we have a little bit of hybrid mode maybe available. Let's go and hit both of these real quick. See how much we end up with when we get into the final lap. I think we actually are going to be able to red engine mode through here. Alright, here we're starting the final lap. If we go to red engine mode, it uses 1.3 laps of fuel, which is exactly what Monty's got, which is exactly what Balky's got. Red. Okay, they're going to double red the final lap. They're still neck and neck with Monty just ahead right now. And Monty's got the inside track going into corner number 1 over here. Place your bets! Oh my god! Oh my god, no! Maritson is going to get in between the sandwich. No, Maritson going to pass Monty, so they've lost position, unfortunately, but the race is still on between our two drivers. Balky coming up aggressively behind Monty. Going to try to take the inside through the first half of the chicane, but then it's forced on the outside for the second half. Oh my god! They're going to kill each other. They're going to kill each other. Monty might hold on. No, oh my god, Balky's just behind on the inside! No, but then on the switchback. Oh my, it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my god, Balky huge on the inside. Then Monty gets stuck behind Maritson. And Balky's able to hold side by side, forming a wall, a defensive wall, against the retake from Monty. Getting a little bit of distance there. Fuel is fine. Engines are not going to explode. This is the end, and Balky is going to take it by 0.3 of a second. Screw you, Maritson. Maritson denying us some of the action, or it just becomes part of the action. That was an unbelievable final lap. That will make the highlight reels on ESPN or whatever. Wow. The sucks to start a race usually does well in the second. She's a late boomer. Yeah. Well, Monty has good stuff. Is a little weak on the overtake, so she's a little bit vulnerable at the start because she can't win the overtake battles the same way. But in terms of then pure driving, she does all right. God damn. Lavoie gained 3.6 seconds in 3 laps. I mean, that would be classic, right? That's her. Ah. All right, so no points in this final race. I mean, it would take a lot of illegal parts for that to change around. That's okay. So we're going to end the season. Chica, losing a place. Oh, that's unfortunate to Rick DeGraff, who comes out ahead, takes the 10th place away from Chica in the final season standing. So 11th and 14th overall. 6th overall in team standing. Now, Panther Racing, which is DeGraff was in, earned some points here. Actually came close to repassing us. We're going to have 6th overall. 8th was our expectation. So we definitely exceeded expectation. Should be a real F1 commentator. Was under my seat there. Rick DeGraff is the Max Verstappen of this world. That's how they set it up. Van Dort scoreless. Break Lavoie is reserve That's the funny thing. Lavoie is a reserve driver for her team. Like, what? I mean, that was her initial contract. She gets paid a lot. She got paid a lot to be on reserve mode for some reason. But she is, she's, clearly has at least equal status. So we came in 10th overall in that race, unfortunately. So the chairman's not particularly pleased with our overall outcome. And that does, suck a little bit, but it's not a big deal. That is it. That was the final race of the season. So, there's not going to be another race this video, but there's going to be a lot of work to do because we're setting up our new season. World champion Lucy Lavoie from Scuderia Rossini is coming in first. There were, 16, 17 races this season? So podium 14 times, 11 wins. Canuckian represents. Partanen came in 4th overall. We might be able to make contracts to the correct length now. Well, we can take a look. All right. I'll have a little interview. Yeah, we'll invest more in the HQ. That is the plan. Hit crew review, yeah. When contracts are running down for our lead designer. Well, in theory, our lead designer is about to get replaced with Jenny Whitehouse. I think we are not going to replace our mechanics. Our mechanics are actually pretty good. We would have to break their contract here, potentially break contracts on the other side. So I don't think we're going to go for a replacement. There are some mechanics that are potentially slightly better, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. We're really hoping we pick up Jenny for the lead designer position. Replace Jeff with the Jenny and be fairly pleased about that. What's the perk on Lucas? Well, we don't know what the lock perk is. This is the high engine mode, no longer impacts condition, which turned out to be hugely valuable with the hybrid setup, right? This is actually, you know what, now that I think about it, this is going to be far less valuable. If we're using a different ERS, which is not all about the hybrid, we will no longer be able to push as aggressively with the engines. Therefore, Lucas has lost a little bit of value to us. However, he is pretty good. He's actually the better of the two. No, never mind. He's not the better of the two. Okay, yeah, no, technically slightly. We might just still keep him. Hopefully, we're going to unlock, what is this? Part condition fix times are 2 times faster. So is this what, faster repairs while we're playing? Meh. Meh. Huh. Super overtake mode's really good. Mediums wear more slowly might be useful sometimes. Oh, he's worked with Chica as well. So would he carry over his relationship? Super overtake mode is OP for qualifying since you don't degrade the engine. Oh shit. Fire one, Jeff, get another. Yeah, okay. We're gonna approach. And it would be nice if he was already out of contract, but we don't want to lose this. We're gonna approach for a hire. He has also no patience. Max -2. Oh, it does have the new contract length. Excellent. We will pay it all. Bonus size is important, so again, we'll just max these. But only if you win. Chica has a trait, so she can't unlock her second trait? Careful, because Chica has a trait, so she can't unlock her second trait. Really? Okay, let's send in this. What are we talking about with Chica? Is it because she's got easy on fuel? Chica has a personality trait, so she can't unlock her second mechanic skill up. Which personality trait? Hothead? Oh, because of the -25! Okay, I thought I was looking for specific text about that. The -25 means she can't get enough of a relationship to unlock the second trait. Oh. That's interesting. What if we swap the mechanics then? What if we give Alex to Chica? Because Chica will then get the sweeter spots, which is fine. And then we give the new mechanic to Monty. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. Alright. None of these really exciting. Okay, we can probably just advance time to next season. Before I do, let me save, in case we screw something up during the season setup, because that'd be awful. That would be awful. Yeah, we'll need to build up a relationship, because we're going to swap. But the first level happens really fast. Really, really fast, so I'm not worried. We can swap mechanics now, but it doesn't make a difference. That's not true. Because it's not number of races, it's actual time together, right? Well, we don't know that we're gonna get the mechanic. Maybe they'll say no, so I'm gonna wait until they actually agree to join us. Alright, here comes the prize money. £47 million. And this league does not have equal payments. So the fact that we ended up far above expectation made a huge difference. It's because we came in 6th overall, we got a lot more money here. It's gonna be, that's huge. Huge, I say. Driver of the season, Zach Hamilton. Various chairmen to resign, okay. Wait, Lavoie left her team? Huh? Still on Scuderia Rossini. Okay, alright, just confusion. Alright. We should put that on a bingo card. When chat gets confused by something obvious. Not just when Quill gets confused by something obvious. Even though it's, you know, happens quite a lot. Okay, new rules. Vancouver got replaced. We don't really care. Real safety cars only, so no virtual safety cars, which I think is better for us. Qualifying base grid. This is a single qualifying grid, not the 3-step thing, which is much better if we expect to be in the top. Plus, it's just better from a video making point of view. So that's going to be a-okay. Thornton been promoted to the World Motorsport Champion. Van Dort dropped down because they hadn't earned a single point, so that's to be expected. Octane Racing have gone up to the ERS. Zampelli has taken down to the bottom. All right, that's good. 1 month on the Lavoie. I mean... Will she even talk? I mean, she would. But we'd lose someone, you guys. Lavoie's base marketability is bad, but as long as she keeps winning the league, she's going to be okay. She's fine being a reserve. Yeah, we'll just hire her as a reserve. I mean, let's be honest. She is better than everyone we've got. She might not win the next season because our car won't be good enough. At that point, her marketability will have dropped. The motorbike champion is permanent, but she'll lose the plus 40, so she'll end up dropping back down to a 55. But maybe only for one season. She can't win in our car, no. But she will carry this number. She will be a 95% for the season, for next season, regardless of what car she's in. Her mechanic is A. Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Oh my god. I mean, she is so good. It's only emotional reasons that I'm, like, resisting. Team Monty till the end. Do we want to do a poll? Let's do a straw poll. Create poll. Of course, it doesn't mean we can't get her in the future. There you go. Doesn't mean we can't pick her up in the future as well. Maybe like, well, not this season, but we'll look into her next season. But maybe she'll get too expensive next season. I don't know. Both our drivers have great marketability. Again, Lavoie will have good marketability next season regardless. It's the season after that that her marketability will take a hit because she won't win with our car. So that would be one thing to consider. Chica's also a pay driver, so not only does she have good marketability... Well, actually, her marketability is only so-so. But she's got pay driver to compensate for that. Actually pays us £1 million every race? Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow! I think this increased. I don't think we used to get paid as much. Did we hire her in a previous league? Maybe we were getting something like $500,000 in the ERS. Now we're getting $1 million here in the European Racing Series. Now we're getting $1 million here in the World. All right. No, we like our team is way ahead. Excellent. Okay, that's what I thought. But, you know, sometimes different people are louder in chat than others. So we're going to keep our team. Again, we will reevaluate next season, especially since Rhea's contract is going to be due at the end of next season. So we're going to have to make some hard decisions with Rhea. But next season, we're going to go with what we've got. Right, we can go ahead now. I think we're still waiting for... Yeah, you're still considering over here. All right, Jenny. Contract accepted. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Okay, no major changes, anything that we care about. Jenny from the block is willing to sign. And yeah, we're going to replace Jeff with Jenny. I like it. Vaz boost with Scuderia, put Chica in the Scuderia car and Chica wins everything all day. I think that's probably true. I mean, I think it's true that Lavoie is a super strong driver, but she's also in the best car. It's always the argument, right? Is like Hamilton and Mercedes. Could you put any good driver in the Mercedes and would they win a bunch? And vice versa. If you put Hamilton and any halfway decent car in the field, would they win a bunch? You know, assuming, you know, barring the difficulty in learning a new car. Like if you put Hamilton in a Red Bull, does Hamilton come in first? If you put Verstappen in the Mercedes, does he come in first? I don't know. Yeah, Russell proved it. Maybe Russell's very good. Then that's the other question. Did Russell was Russell just doing so well because he was in the Merc, or is it also that Russell is stupid good? Russell is stupid good. You know, he won the F2 series and things like that. You know. Anyway, I'm going to sign Jenny. We're going to replace Jeff with Jenny. I think I'm going to be happy with this. Whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Planko Stills. Great season. Enjoy your bonus. And this pun. Ooh, a termite walks into the bar. He sits down and asks, "Hey, is the bartender? Is the bartender?" Let's do it. Yeah, Russell was beating Bottas in the race until the puncture, and that's the thing. I think mostly it shows that Bottas is not doing maybe as well as I gotta say one thing about Jeff. He was dirt cheap. He was really cheap. Boo! Boo says chat. Boo says chat. White House signs as Predator Racing Group's new lead designer. The designer of our team is much, much better. We'll probably do some building upgrades here, but I'm going to wait to see how much we spend on the chassis before we do that. We're waiting for Jeff's contract for mechanic, and then I will do a big swappy-do of mechanicals. Oh, what a Jenny specialized parts. We're actually happy with it. She's the one... She's got something regarding legendary parts. Move... Negotiation. Okay, let's take a look at your contract in a second. But yeah, she's got the one. Adds a random legendary component. So if there's not a good epic part, we can hit this. And the other thing is, if we're designing a part where we actually don't have the building for an epic part, we can use this to actually get a legendary in that case, which is kind of cool. So yeah. We will adjust this contract. We were actually pretty close. Wow. I was 2 down from over there. He's going to be expensive, but I think he's worth doing. I think I like the idea of getting this a bachelor over here. So we'll max out the wages. We'll give him the extra signing bonus. Oh yeah, we'll check on Lavoie. Good point. Because is it January now? It's not January yet, so I think she would still, she's still on contract. Yeah, but she's still under negotiation. She's definitely pulling a Hamilton, waiting until the last possible minute to do things. 4th, 6th. Probably I'll just go for the most up front. I mean, it's only another $250,000 more than Akkus, and Akkus actually has more of a possibility of achieving this. Come back to you in a second here. What about the fixed payments? So this is 200,000 per race. So 300,000 is already more. This is also 300,000. But this is 300,000 and a little bit of a sweetener. So we're going to take Old George Brewing Company. Yeah, I think I might take the Akkus. Oh yeah, we did lose the star. I think we might just take the Akkus here. It's 1 race fewer, which is partially appealing to me. Because hopefully we'll just refresh it a little faster. If it's wrong, it's only wrong by like a tiny little margin, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Saving. Why is Chico's marketability low? It was just a little lower, just out of the box. You can't rate, like, you're dependent on hitting traits and things like that. I know just saved, but I'm going to do a hard save. Which generation was Forrest Gump born into? Jenny. Oh, that's good. Season 9, race 00. Jenny. I haven't watched Forrest Gump in ages. Best part of Forrest Gump is the soundtrack. Just listen to that bad boy over and over. That and shrimp recipes. All right, we're going to design next year's car, and we got extra money to spend. 86 million pounds overall. So the base stat modifier here is probably the one thing, and there's a reason it's the most expensive, because this carries over here. So I propose we spend 23 million pounds on the engine because it has the best base stats, which will carry over year to year to year. It also is the best fuel efficiency and improvability as well. We used Quintano last year. But yeah, I think we're going to go with Rossini. The next thing that might be nice, if we want to do good quality, it's like the brake supplier. Oh, let's take a look at the ERS. So we're gonna go supercharger this time. Supercapacitor. I'm gonna say that every time. Small energy store, incredibly fast charging time, good life when used in power mode, and that's what we're gonna use it for. We're gonna use this for overtakes. It's gonna be a little bit more micro because it's gonna charge up faster, so we're gonna have to be constantly like whacking that button quite a bit more. But we're gonna see what that feels like. So. I think we'll go for the best tire wear. Maybe. We'll check a look at the finances. Going with Micronex is actually worse for tire wear. It's better for tire heating, so it's going to make easier quality, but Strong is still pretty good here. And if we look here, tire wear, tire heating. Tire heating. Wait, is there not a brake temperature one? Is this just incorrect? Is this actually brake temp? Because when you're doing your quality pre-run, you're trying to optimize your brake temp and your tire temp. And to me, it feels like... But there's no actual brake temperature value. Maybe there's nothing that improves the brake temperatures thing. It's just the easier time you have hitting your tire, the easier time you'll have for your brake. Where's the... What category is Matsu? Oh, Matsu here. Yeah. I mean, this one's more expensive, and it's better for tire wear. But this has got, you know, I don't mind going down one notch here for the easier quality. And maxing out improvability might be nice for the car design. So spending 50 million pounds. I mean, we'd still have 36 million to spend. I don't mind that. And I don't know if there's like an optimal sweet spot between these two. I don't know if that matters much. Maybe we'll just balance the tire wear and fuel efficiency. Or maybe what we want to do is leave like 2 full stars on one. Because if we get an event, if we get 2 events to improve tire wear, that would be wasted if they were just in a balanced state. You know what I mean? And the rear focus more on improvability. Yeah, I kind of like that idea, actually. Okay, so we can't... We leave an empty star regardless here. Is that the same case here? It's not the same case there. But yeah, more improvability so we can carry over more stats going forward. Yeah, I like that. Without refueling, is fuel efficiency more important than tire wear? I don't know. We're not going to be using hybrid mode this year, so I think the fuel efficiency is more important. So we're going to be very happy to have the extra stars there, I think, because we don't have refueling and we're not going to be doing hybrid mode kind of things. So the only way we have to gain more fuel is by, you know, running in lower engine modes and stuff like that. I think I'm going to go with this. Or people are agreeing that better tire wear is better than fuel efficiency, you think? Yes, I mean, yeah, supercars can do hybrid, but they're bad at it. So we're not looking. We're looking to use mostly for power mode. Less tire wear, less pit stops. Maybe. I think it's going to be kind of marginal the times when it actually saves you a pit. I think a lot of times it's going to come out to about the same. Maybe you end up pitting with a slightly better tire performance still, is mostly what it comes down to. Yeah, you know, I think I like, with no refueling, I think I want more fuel efficiency. That way we can run in higher engine modes a little bit more. I think I like this better. I'm just going to do that. I think it's how I'll prefer to race. Okay. Chassis design going. A couple of new buildings are coming in. That's great. And the graph is snapped up. Wig is joining a team. McNeil is picking up both Wig and Maritson. 2 new drivers. Wow. Our brakes R&D is only at the first level currently. Still might be a little too expensive to punch these guys in. Oh yeah, we gotta swap our mechanic. Well, we haven't actually hired the new one yet. I mean, the new level design center it saves a little bit of time. It doesn't give us anything straight up. I would love the factory, but I don't think we can quite justify the expense right now. Yeah, YOLO factory. I think we might do like brakes plus handling. I think I like that idea. Yeah, I think I like this idea. We will have to pay the hiring bonus over here, assuming he agrees, but probably should. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to sign this. So we are keeping Alex. We're replacing Lucas. Lucas is going away. Right? We're all agreed on that? And I'm not going to accidentally misclick on the wrong one? Yeah, that is what we're doing. We're going to sign Jeffrey. We're keeping Alex and replacing Lucas, is what I just said, right? In 2 seconds, I've already forgotten. Okay, so proceed to select the mechanic to fire replace. We're replacing Lucas. I think this has confused me before because I would normally expect the driver for a mechanic for a number 1 car, the one who's on the left, to be at the top. But here it's inverted from what I expect. Oh, the reliability. Well, it doesn't matter. He's got 20s throughout. Both reliability and performance is 20, so it doesn't matter who we replace from that point of view. So we'll put Alex on the performance jobs, and then Jeffrey will go on the reliability one. All right, Lucas. All right. It's quite expensive. Between the brake contract fee, the rehire fee, and all those things, we did spend a crap ton more cash on this mechanic, but he's really good. So now we are going to swap these two. Do I do it on the driver screen? Mechanic screen at the bottom. Oh, here. Why is it grayed out? Maybe once the season starts. Unique opportunity. Well, okay, here's the problem. Team marketability plus 25. The team marketability is at 100%. This is not, it doesn't boost this number. It boosts this number, which is already capped. So I don't think there's any reason to say yes to this. And yeah, I can't do the reliability swap yet because we're still designing the engine here. Yeah, we're seeing head of fire. And Ferrari stats. Strats. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, we'll check on Lavoie as well. Oh, this just... Well, actually, I like this. We're going to weight things higher towards improvability because those are all stats we can carry over to the next season. So we're lose 1 level of fuel efficiency, get more improvability. Yeah, I think this is good. So again, I can't swap what roles people are working on. I can't swap the drivers yet. We're going to have to remember to do that. We're going to do a look through the pit crew. Well, at this point, I'm going to start getting rid... Well, no, we definitely aren't using you guys anymore. It's fine to like keep them around as like a miscellaneous that we don't really have to pay for very much. Because we were putting them in repair jobs that we didn't care about. But now we do care about the repair jobs, and we're definitely never going to use these temporary people. So we can just go ahead and do that. No, we're not designing anything. We're designing the whole car. We can't assign parts. We can't do reliability performance. We can't design anything. I appreciate that people are like concerned about this, but it's like it's nonstop pop-ups about it in the chat. It's like, are you guys even watching the stream? Okay, what are we gonna do for a design? I think we're gonna stick with these colors. I think these colors have been good to us. So we'll just choose a different livery. No. Ooh. Yes. Yes. I like it. And yeah, I think we've got 5-star improvability now, which is going to be potentially really nice. Again, it's investment in the next season. I like it. All right, nearly done. Blink, 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 blink. Preseason testing this weekend. All right. Let's see how our car does. Are we 4th and 7th fastest in preseason? 4th and 6th fastest in preseason testing. 4th and 7th. Damn, another Canadian getting in our way. And no real problems. So Lavoie did renew her contract. Kind of as expected. $1.5 million per race, which is what she was charging before. Unfortunately, it was renewed for a really long time. We were kind of hoping for a short renewal. Well, we're not going to target 8th. 6th or 4th. I mean, 4th gets us a little bit more money now, but if we can't consistently hit 4th overall, now that's not 4th place, that's 4th overall as a team, then our marketing and the happiness goes down. I think, yeah, I agree with 6th. Got 6 over. Well, that's true. We did get 6th last season, and we're much better positioned now. Yeah, don't get fired. I think we'll go with 6th. I mean, it is an extra $500,000 per race. Obviously, that's a significant amount of cash. But we'll do this, and we'll exceed expectations, and it'll keep our manager super happy. Because the thing is, if the manager's happy, we can go and hit him up for money that one extra time. So I think it'll work out to about the same. But yeah, it would suck to just like have a bad season and get fired. Wait. Oh, for fuck's sake! I hate that, like, it does not a big reminder after you do the race. Is there an autosave? We're going to rewind to a save. Because after the testing run, you got to start designing a part right away. But the problem is, it's asking you other questions immediately. So it's like, no, there needs to be a big pop-up of, hey, it's the start of the season. Maybe you want to set up your goddamn garage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Saving and loading takes a long time in this game, and the saves are big, too. Okay, 6th place. Now, we can design parts. Now, our designer is pretty good overall. I don't know if it matters what order we do our parts in. Let's just start with the engine. Oh! We have really shitty engine components. Really shitty. Okay, I mean, level 2 is going to be fine. So we got a plus 40 or a plus 40. Well, this plus 40 is better because it's current and max as opposed to just max. So this is actually going to be really good. This first level is terrible. Do we just... Yeah, I'll try to remember the mechanic. We could just, like, YOLO an illegal part for the first race. We're not going to keep this part around. Who cares? We might not use this first part. Like, I guess we can just, like, design anything and it doesn't matter. Be done in 10 days. You maybe it's just... does this advance knowledge? I think it advances knowledge. So yeah, we'll do the short build time and just replace it with something else ASAP. Oh, let's look at what we need most for race number 2. I guess that's a point. Brakes and suspension. So maybe we design brakes and or suspension first so that we have it for race number 2. That's not a bad thing. All right, let's check a look at brakes. We don't need to worry about the max because this one's not going to get improved to the max. So we're taking the one that's got the stat as is. So we'll go ahead and design brakes first. That's going to be okay. All right. Done, and swap mechanic, swap mechanic, swap mechanic, swap mechanic, not improve staff. There we go. So we want this because we want to have access to super overtake, which is not possible with Chica, even though they had a relationship together already. Like, it does suck, you know, that we don't get to carry over this relationship. But that's going to be okay. So neither drivers are going to have access to their tier 1 mechanic stats or traits for first race, which sucks, but I think overall is going to be better. We're going to take a look at our parts over here. So these guys need to be swapped over. Yes, because you're working... Oh, no, it did go the right way. Because you only do performance. You are on performance, so we're okay over here. We are going to improve engine reliability. That's only useful. I guess, I mean, the engine is the thing that takes the longest to replace if something goes wrong, but maybe acceleration and low-speed corners for the first race. Well, the front wing I don't care about. So we'll just do these two over here. We'll try to give it some... we'll max out the reliability side. In terms of whatever else, I don't know, we'll just throw in a random part to be worked on over here. There you go. Just so that we can soak the passive gain. But we're just going to try to get a little reliability in these parts for that first race. That's going to be fine. Okay. And yeah, replacing the front wing isn't free with no fuel. That's true, but it's still the fastest part to replace. So ideally, we want to make sure not to break the parts that are like hard and lengthy to replace. Mistake percentage, everyone is rested. Bosmore is not good at repairing, but you are. And then over here, we can drop an 18 in there. I mean, we're probably going to need to do some repairs the first race, but that's going to be good enough. I mean, mostly 20s, the 118 over here, I think that's going to be all right. I want to leave a little cash buffer. We might start another building soon. Okay. Let's see what happens if we go straight into another break. Which is what we want, because this one is kind of poop over here. Sorry, was I... Wow, the brakes are still bad. We'll do this because it can be improved a fair bit. There is a -1 risk level over here, but it's expensive, and I don't know if it actually brings up anything better. We might just stop the brake design after this. Like, these are really bad. I could just run those two, but this is better. Because we end up with a slightly higher peak, if we're going to keep this one and improve it. Wow, this is really bad. Plus 70 max with the risk, though. These will be... The plus side, though, is we can carry over good brakes for next season. Because we can go this, like, super illegal, super improvable part to carry forward next season. We'll do this one. That might be the end of the brake design for this season, though. Jesus. Absolutely terrible. Alright, gonna be Doha. Alright, let's do one more save right before we start the race. With all our preseason stuff hopefully done. Yeah, the components get randomized every season. And I think every team has access to the same components, although I don't know if how the AI actually improves their parts, so it might be moot. It's gonna be warm, but not stupid hot. 28 laps, high fuel burn. We'll take the 7th and above over here. Quite hard tires, but that's actually going to be okay in the heat. This is the thing that cuts off the forced corner. I think this is the one that has the really fast first corner. The really fast pit. Because it's not a very long pit lane, and it cuts off a terrible hairpin. So we really want to emphasize softer tire compounds for this race. To the point where I think I'm just going to do this. We're going to assume lots of pits for very soft tires. I think we're going to try to fit in another race. You're unhappy with your setup? I mean, it's just going to suck. What are you going to do? Tell you what, we can go ahead and do that. I mean, that's literally all I can do. Sorry. Yeah, I think we're going to go. The quali's going to be quick, because it's only one stage. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. The practice is going to take a little bit of time. Yeah. All right, we're going to run long. Yes, and shorter, go. And soften the suspension. Shorten the gear ratios. Go, go, go. Practice on the softs. Yes, please. Take practice. I could simulate it, but I don't want to do that because they'll never do the right thing. Send out. On race trim. Yes, go, go, go. Send out. Race trim. Go, go, go. All right. Bring in. Bring in. Trying to go fast. Yes, good. And out. Downforce is very poor, so we need to go quite far away from where we are in the downforce. Dial in tons more downforce. And let's pull back over here. Let's actually do something like that. So not a tremendous change on the others. All right, go, go, go. And over here, downforce also very poor. Huge gains. Shorten that. Do something like that. Okay. Let's see what this does. Whee! I think Balky's slightly ahead because her repair or her changes took less time. Hey, excellent speed balance. Nice. 95% overall, not too shabby. We'll throw in a little more downforce over here. We'll change the tire camber a little bit. That'll break the speed balance, but it'll tell us whether or not that's the way to find the good handling. Speed balance is excellent. So downforce is very poor. It's good now. We'll dial in some more. And handling, we'll soften up a little bit. And then we'll find the speed balance again after that. Bring in, bring in. Okay, excellent, great, excellent. What's our overall percentage? 97%. We don't know where the better handling is. We could, where was it? It was there. So it's probably something like that. So then what I'll do is I'll bring the speed balance here, and like that, and I'm going to call that good enough. Boom, boom. Go and get more knowledge. And over here, we did hit excellent downforce, which is nice. I think Quintana is going to be the team to beat this season. Oh, we'll see. Great, good, okay. Oh, shit, I didn't realize we already had great handling on this one. Whoopsie. Slightly left of the previous great. And the speed balance is excellent there. So we're going to be pretty close. You know what? That's going to have to be good enough. Okay. Done, done, done. Give me some knowledge. Excellent. You guys are still going getting the stints, getting the knowledge. The practice time is still good, long, which benefits us, I think, a lot more than the AI, because I don't think they get the same sort of knowledge thing. Tires are getting a little bit warm on yellow. I'll have to be okay. I don't think we're going to get much quality knowledge. But at least we'll have maxed out our soft tires. Okay. Bring in Monty. Where's Balky? Yeah, okay. So bring them both in on this one, because they will finish it here. Good. We'll slap them out for some quality knowledge. Trip excellent here. Good. Nice to see. 98%. Would be nice to see bigger, but that's going to have to be okay. Go out there, see if you can get yourself a level of quali. And the handling, we'll just have to eat it. In the interest of stream time. Quali trim. Go, go, go. And yeah, you'll probably not run out of fuel if I go and tell you to do both of those things. Alright, done! Yeah, worn tires. Shush, I don't care. Yep, worn tires, that's fine. Vroom, bit of a, I don't know, another hitch in the game for some reason. I don't know, maybe because it's... this is running on a really old version of Unity with really bad memory management. Basically wore through our tires. Ah, we got the level 1 quality trim. Okay. At least we got all the tires. Done, done. So, quality is a lot simpler. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. How many laps do the soft tires last? And I think it's 28 laps. So I think we're doing 3 stops for 4 stints overall. So we're going to save 4 soft tires regardless for race day. Take qualifying. It's not that long. We'll do 2 stints. I'll just wait for the first set of cars to go out, and then we'll go afterwards. So I'll send you out now. And you too. I guess we could have waited a little bit longer, but that's going to be okay. Alright, we don't have the sweet spot or anything. We were hoping that these temperatures were going to be a little easier to hit. The tires are working okay. Yes, I have disabled the warning for some things. The worn tire actually want that warning during race day. I just don't care about it for practice. So I did tweak some of the auto slowdown things. So it's nearly 2 minutes a lap here, 1:43. Hopefully we have enough time to... Yeah, okay, we'll be fine. Just trying to get a little more tire grip in. Right, we got lots of time, but I'll send them out now. Alright, here's hoping we improve. Monty's up in 11th, which isn't bad, and it's a single quali. There's no, no Q1, Q2, Q3 kind of stuff over here. It's one shot, best we can do. Well, one session, best we can do. Balky not really showing her strength here. Monty dropped down to 12th. Ah, Balky up in 10th. There we go. That did knock Monty down to 13th. That's not bad. Starting 10th and 13th, that's like better than any previous quali we had. 10th would have been really bad before, but now it's like excellent stuff. Yes, you need to upgrade the bingo card. You're right, because there's no Q2, Q3. Actually, I don't even know if there was a Q2 on the bingo card. I guess it was just Q3. All right, so for race day, yes, soft tires, race trim is going to be what we do. Car setup, we're fine. We're running on some new softs. That's going to be all right. At the start of the race, we will go... Well, the thing is, the tires heat up even on yellow mode. We're just going to start on orange for the tires. Engine, we'll go ahead and start on double red. Well, our engine quality is shit. Honestly, I don't even know if we're going to do any high. I don't know, maybe right at the start. But yeah, we have, like, not really much engine condition. Check. Oh, I guess I can't hit the parts condition button until the race starts. Alright, it's formation lap. We got a variety of tires. People in the front are on softer tires. People further in the back are on harder compounds. Interesting. And I think we're going to start with 100% Earth charge? No, 25%. So, the 100%, is that a mechanics trait, maybe? Alright, and off we go. So, engine condition, 85%, 80%. Oh, that's not bad. It is crucial in this race, right? I think it was. I don't know, let's throw a little overtake right at the start here. I don't want to push the tires any more than this, because tire temperature is going to be a pain in the ass to manage. I think 100% is the battery? Oh, maybe. So we don't have a hybrid mode at all. I think the battery can hybrid. We can't hybrid at all. All we've got is power mode. And yeah, you're right, we do have to manage the fuel. Now, we can generate fuel running on medium. So I guess there's no reason at all to run on overtake. Maybe I'll actually save it for specifically when we're going to do the ERS to make sure it goes over. Let me bring the tires down as well. I mean, well, the tires, I think we're going to have some excess wear. It's mostly the temperature management. We've got a little bit to spare right now. Oh, how much? I wonder how much of a percentage. Looks like maybe we need at least 50% charge to be able to hit the power mode. That may be the case. We could also hit the auto for here. We didn't want that with the hybrid so much, but here it might be okay. Valky coming into 9th. Speeding along. Yeah, now the button is activatable. We're not going to do it now because there's a wall in front of us. And yeah, let's bring the tires down to neutral because I think they're going to get way too hot way too quick. This might not be a bad spot, actually. Well, I'm not sure we're lined up very well. Okay, as we come around this corner. Nice. Okay, go back to conserve. Well, you're in pretty tight. Well, let's wait until you get around some of these 90-degree bends. We may have to do something where we have one driver with the ERS on auto. And then one of them we micromanage. Maybe we just auto whoever's further behind, which is mostly going to mean Monty. Okay, there's basically, after this loop over here, it's more or less straight. So I think that'll be a great place to ERS her up. Alright, go Monty, go. Go Monty, go Monty, go. Go Monty, go Monty, go. There you go, 13th. And get on the inside here. No, hit a bit of a wall, that's too bad. Yeah, cancel this. Drop back down to double yellow. How are we doing, Balky? 7th place! Sponsor objectives! What is that like? Alright, I'm gonna auto Monty so that we don't have to worry about her ERS right now. We'll just pay attention one driver at a time, and usually it'll be the person who's further up front. Although Monty's in a tight fight. You know what? No. First of all, let's keep you double orange. I guess you won't be able to ERS right now, though. Oh, no, you can at 40%. Maybe it was just a delay. Maybe the first lap. Maybe there's a cooldown. Come on, give her help! Oh, if you can scrooch by the next one, just cut off. You're going around the outside with ERS burning. Double orange is not quite going to cut it there. What about the speed on the quasi straightaway and then the pit straight? Poor overtaking skills, I think, are screwing Monty. Let's keep her in double orange here. Yes, on the inside. 9th place. Wonderful stuff. Really, 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 really strong. Let's drop you back down to double yellow and take a look at Balky. Balky's actually got someone right on her ass. Oh, no, alright, we're okay. And then no one, like, this gap between Balky and Vidal here is huge. 4-second gap. That's nuts. Who's this? This is Lee on her ass. Balky's leading the train. Choo-choo! We're just waiting for the bow tie here, the loop, and let's ERS it up. Just burn it down. Put some space between you. Catch up to 6th. There's no such thing as like drafting, but it feels like, you know, catch the draft from 6th place. 0%. Are you really neck and neck with someone? Yes. Yes, you are. Ooh, come on! They've got the inside, but I think that it was the angle of the corner. Well, I don't think that really applies in here, but... Okay, back down to yellow. I'm worried about the tire temperature. Fuel situation's fine. So on yellow, you will gain fuel, generally speaking. Oh man, that is tight. we don't really have a charge to send you, and I don't want to go into red engine mode here. Tires are good. No complaints there. Temperature's starting to scrooch up. Ah, look at the place. Can you get it back? Push, push, push. Ers. Okay, I'm still really worried about your tire temperature, though. Because it's climbing on yellow. Not fast, but it is climbing. Oh, it's only 20 degrees. I think it's actually hotter on practice days. That's actually working out better. The temperature's less of a problem than I was worried about. All right, 8th place there. Balky, 6th place with no one around her. Balky is just a lonely, lonely gal right now with no friends. But I guess that's coming out okay. And Monty holding people up, that might be true. Real team efforts going on here now. Slowing up people that might be contending Balky. But clearly our car is so much better than last year. I mean, we've got, you know, we carried over some extra performance. We invested more in the chassis. I think I like this ERS mode. There's certainly going to be a lot more micro. Let's try to race a little bit more in ×4 speed. Still a little bit worried about Monty. Yeah, temperature's still going up on yellow. Not much, but some. Okay, Ers here on these sort of straightaways. Give a little bit of distance if possible to 9th place. Excellent. Lovely. Balky's still got nothing going on. Starting to get low. Very soon they're going to complain about their tire performance, and that'll be when they enter the lowest performance band. Balky... Okay, we've completed 7 laps. 9 to 11. 14, 7 laps. If we're doing 4 stints, 7 laps per stint is all we're looking for. I don't know. It's possible that we could just 3-stop it if we don't push. Or 2-stop it for 3 stints if we don't push the tires. But again, this is a really good pit lane here. How's the tire condition on both? A little bit better over here. 3 stints, 2 stops, you think? And I'm not pushing that much because of the temp. Yeah, we may be able to stretch this. We may be able to just 2 stops. Now, we did push the first tire around a little bit more. Again, remember, it's like, it is effectively a really short pit. I think we're going to hit the lowest performance band here. I don't know. I think I like the 3 stops as well. I think we're going to plan this stop. Parts are okay. We'll do the 50% charge. I'm less worried about it breaking. Yeah, we'll stick with balanced. I'm less worried about it breaking because it's not going to like, obliterate our fuel if something like that happens. We'll give her a charge now because there's a bit of a tight thing. Monty's right behind someone here. Or someone's right behind her. Ooh, he is Erzing. Monty, can you hold it? Yeah! No! No! No, no, no! Oh, it's all gone terribly wrong. Alright, box for new tires. All gone terribly, terribly wrong. Did her best keeping things off pace, that's true. Alright, coming out on the softs. Got plenty of charge. Okay, in the interest of keeping the game speed up higher, I'm going to automate the ERS. Since we're a little bit, you know, we've already gone over our stream time. Get on medium engine mode here. Maintain our fuel deltas. Come on, get fast there, please. Come on, Monty. Come on, Monty, you're doing so well. They both boxed once. Balky's in 9th, Monty's in 19th. What happened? Alright, just go back to medium for now. It'll have to do. Oh shit. Ready for it? Okay, go. On the inside. Yes! Use that charge. There you go, Monty. There you go. Alright, I don't know what the auto logic is, but I'm not sure that it's what we want. Alright, fuel deltas are getting better here. 17 laps remaining. We can put you back on orange for a little bit. That's going to be okay. Balky's fuel saving mode is like working out beautifully for the engine mode here running on orange. Barely a negative delta happening. Alright, Balky's got really no one around. Actually, neither one of them have much going around right now. So that's good. We don't have to worry about Erzing defensively or offensively at this time. Keep running the orange fuel mode for a little bit longer. That's going to be okay. Holden just crushing it. And those are fastest times on medium tires as well. Jeez. With a better performing car, though, we are in a better position to compete maybe for some of these fastest laps. It's still going to be tricky, but it could happen. Sponsor objective is in play now, which is nice to see. Since we're not currently competing for either car, this is probably a good time for us to bank a little bit of fuel delta so that we can do some pushes when it comes to overtaking later, especially depending on how much traffic we get into after a pit stop. Holden New Lavoie? Maybe. Could be that their car is just better. Holden and Becker seem to be doing very well over here. And that was already a good car. That teal car. Alright, still no one near either driver. We'll bank I'm going to have to use the ERS mode here because it's going to fill up. I mean, I could do a partial spend instead of a full. Just as we come around our little loop here. We'll hit some power mode. Okay, go back to conserve, and then same thing with you. We'll just spend a little bit of the charge. And then stop. We got positive fuel delta. Got a couple more laps before we have to box. Maybe we are just going to two-stop this. I think that is the case, actually. Since we're running on yellow here, the temps are crawling. They're going up slowly, but not much. So we really don't want to push into orange. I think this turns out to be pretty good. Yeah, there's like no overtaking. Everyone's just a little spaced out. Okay, you've just hit your lowest performance band. All right, if we were to box now, there would be 12 laps remaining. We could just finish on mediums without boxing again. Parts are fine. I will just finish on mediums. 27, so you're going to complain about the same thing here. We'll probably start running on orange. You might not be able to so much. Hopefully you don't break the ERS here, because that would be kind of awkward. You're going to come out on neutral. You actually probably will be able to do some push, but let's leave it here for now. And go do that, because we're full on power, so we may as well spend it. Oh, did I actually hit you on pit? Whoopsie. You were supposed to box. That is my bad. I think you've gone by it now. Definitely going to hurt her performance a little bit. I'm sorry, Monty. Fox pitting for repairs, some people doing hybrid mode stuff. 10% the cliff. She's not going to hit the cliff, which is going to be okay. Remember, you're going to come out on that. You're going to have your charge as well. How's the competition? Here we're good. Ooh. That's ERS. And get past here. Good stuff. Alright, up in ninth, we're in the points with Balky. Fuel loads are good. We'll be able to push a little more on these tires, too. Who's that ninth? Van Cloyson. Alright, let's push now defensively against Van Cloyson. Monty is closing in here. Van Cloyson, 50% charge, okay. Bit of a defensive ERS.
It's risky.
I'm not looking at the pits too much because I'm trying to play fairly quick here. Whiskey and chalk. Oh my god! Amazing kook. Hold on, I will try very hard not to forget to check that in a second. Well, you know what? No, let's check it now. Thank you very much, Amazing Kook. That is very generous, very appreciated. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I like playing video games, and it's kind of nice that, you know, we can play video games together. Thank you. Hey, Quill, love the streams. There's a big snowstorm outside right now. Ooh, and I got stuck inside all day. Keep up the streams and videos. Wow. Well, I mean, I hope it's a, you know, a fun snowstorm, not a annoying snowstorm. And essentially it's going to be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. They're always bad all the time. Fuel should be fine. I think the tires are going to be okay. These medium tires are probably going to be alright, doing a fair amount of orange. Although I'll bring it back down here to save some temperature. I don't think the wear is going to be a problem. I think the temperature management is still going to be a thing. It does go down slowly on the yellow, these mediums. So at least we've got that going for us. Bunch of people pitting with mechanical problems. Whoops, something hit your front wing. Oh, that is pretty damaged. That's not going to last until the end of the race for Monty. We're going to throw her tires in attack mode. We're going to burn through this medium tire for a couple laps, and then we'll switch her to softs. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Well, we may as well ERS her, because we're going to be doing a recharge. How you doing? It's getting a little worn too, but I think you'll be able to finish with this. The problem is, once you hit the red, it goes at double speed. I mean, it might not tick, but I think we're going to assume we're going to have to pit Valky for a front wing swap. So we're just going to try to burn through as much of this medium tire as possible. I think we'll do one more lap. Alright, so that was the pit. So now we're going to pit Monty. We're going to throw on some softs. We're going to fix this. You know, hold on. It hasn't decayed. I guess we'll just keep an eye on it. I think there's still enough medium tire in here. Hopefully we didn't wear too much. Because the thing is, if you're going to pit, you want to burn through the tire. But maybe we don't have to. Balky, you got no one near you. Well, we'll give you an efficient ERS. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think we'll be fine. Oh, there's the front wing. Same damage. Oh, no. Now it's... Yeah, no. Pit, box, box, box. Yeah, we might be able to fastest lap. Since Monty's out of the points, we'll get ready here. Let me conserve a little bit for tire temp. We've got 100% charge. We're going to wait until it's about time for her to start this lap. How about you? You're in pretty good shape. All right, nothing to worry about. Good, good, good. I know we could be using ERS now, but we're going to try to optimize it. Okay. Pit straight now. Double red. Power mode. No, I think we get a point for fastest lap in this league, don't we? I think we do. Oh, wow. She didn't even personal best Sector 1. Good jorb. Good jorb. These mediums are getting a little worn. They should finish the race, though. The cliff on them's only 5%, so we've got room to spare. I'm not going to push Balky's tires yet. In fact, we might just keep them on yellow. I mean, it's not like there's no one in front or behind her. Like, she's not in any kind of fight. So we'll drop her down to medium for now in case she does get in one. Yeah, you're fine. Brakes? You don't need brakes. Ooh, passing marks, and good for you. Brakes. Brakes make the cars go slower, and we clearly want the cars to go faster. So why would you care about the brakes? Oh, car smoking. Who's this 13th place? Rib. Car smoking. Alright, come on, Monty. Maybe you can crawl into the points still. Alright, fuel's okay. Fuel's okay. Tires are fine. Yeah, we can actually push and attack. Well, we'll probably hit the peak temperature too quickly here. Fuel, fuel. All good, all good. Use your last of the ERS. Use the last of the ERS. And boom. Well, we just missed the sponsor objective. Just barely, though. Balky getting some points is a really nice way to start the season, actually. But yeah, just barely missed. Just barely. Well, we missed it by 6 seconds, so maybe not that barely in a sense. Interesting to see new people winning the race, though. Holden and Becker getting with 1 and 2. So, Scuderia Riacini getting 3rd and 4th. They're not happy about this. Maybe they got called out for their quasi-legal engines and they've had to replace something at the last minute. Not that that would ever happen to a red team ever. Boom. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, the teal makes sense as like Mercedes. Like it feels more approps. Yeah, maybe there's not fastest lap on this one. I thought there was as well. I thought when we came in it was enabled, but I guess not. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Well, we still got some points. Currently sitting in 6th, which is our goal, so at least it's not going to drop anything. Boom, 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 boom. 8th in a race without any race ain't bad. I think we're going to do better. I think we're going to do better this league than that. I'm like, this is fine. Having to do a front wing repair certainly hurt, although other people also had to do it. But yeah, we met expectations. But, you know, I would like to exceed. We're not going to do one more race. Sorry, not one more race. We're going to go ahead and raid a Kiss for Lux channel. I think I'm still swamped with extra videos this week. I am going to take Wednesday off one more time. Is going to be the plan this week. No Wednesday stream, as I desperately try to catch up on some YouTube stuff. So the next stream is going to be on Saturday for more Vampire. But I'm very much looking forward to this season in Motorsport Manager. I think it's going to be a really good one for us. I don't think we're going to be winning the league this season, but I think we're going to do very, very, very well. So, folks, thanks a lot for stopping by. Do make sure to stick around for the Raid for Kiss for Lux channel. Otherwise, I'm going to see you guys next Saturday for Vampire and next Monday for Motorsport Manager. Bye, everyone.